Good morning, everyone. Appreciate you joining us this morning. We're going to be discussing a couple of really competitive annuities we have available through Fidelity and Guaranteed Life. They got some outstanding features, some great income options, and we'll also be discussing briefly some of the strategies that they offer on their plans, including the Barclays strategy. And then, of course, F&G also has a rate special that we'll be discussing here later today. So it'd be a nice opportunity for you to get out and sell some more of the Fidelity and Guarantee products. So we'll be going over those here in a few minutes. We'll be having Kyle Piper, the senior internal wholesaler from Fidelity and Guarantee, joining us here shortly. He'll be going over some of the information they're offering at Fidelity and Guarantee and going over some details on some of the specifics on the products. So he'll be glad to answer any questions along the way. So if you do have any questions you have when we're going over the information this morning, be sure to get those typed in. We'll go ahead and get those answered during our call this morning. And then after the meeting is done this morning, I will be following up with all the attendees on the meeting itself. So if we have any questions post-meeting, I'll be glad to go over those with you at that time. So we'll start off with our new producer bonus. We continue to offer our bonus based on production. You can earn different incentives based on levels of production. And you can get a cash bonuses, you can get seminar systems, you can do a Ritz-Carlton getaway, you can do cash incentives. It's just really up to you. We do have levels of production you can hit and get the incentives, so really nice combinations there. And if you would like to attend our meeting next year, we are doing our 2018 Top Producers Escape. It's going to be to the Boulders, and that's going to be in Scottsdale, Arizona. The meeting itself is going to be the 25th and 28th of February, so should be a great chance for you to get to meet some fellow agents and fellow producers from all over the country, bounce ideas off them. We'll be doing meetings every day based on what's required, and then we'll do a golf outing. We'll do some other activities out there in Arizona in February, so should be much nicer weather in Arizona than it's going to be in Nebraska that time of year, so should be a great getaway for all those people from the northern parts of the states to get out to Arizona in February. All of your production through IMS does count. Annuities, life, Medicare supplements, long-term care, everything does count towards the trip, so should be a great incentive for you to join us out there. We also have a very high-end creative services department. They do a lot of help with agents based on marketing ideas. They've got different programs you can take advantage of, including a webinar, or not a webinar, but a website development team they have. They've got online marketing. If you want to get your logo changed for your business, maybe do some customizing of envelopes, notepads, pens, and we can get all that done for you. I mean, a lot of different ideas they can bounce off, based on radio advertising. If you wanted to do some television advertising, I mean, they've got experience on all sides and a great way for you to expand your marketing on your side and use our creative team to help you expand your business. So definitely do take advantage of that down the road. We have the we have a newsletter program. You can email newsletters out to your clients and do some marketing that way. Of course, if you have a CRM where you're keeping your clients' emails, it's a great way to keep in touch with your clients, send them ideas on different items throughout the year, and that way they can keep in better contact with your clients, and of course they can keep a better contact with you based on these email updates. We do have a 2-day training we do about once every quarter. Our next meeting is actually coming up in September. It's going to be like the 6th through the 8th of September, and we're actually going to hold that in our office here in Omaha. And we typically take care of the cost of transportation. We also take care of the lodging, the food, everything is taken care of by our company. So This meeting is going to be in Omaha, the beginning of September. If that's something you would have interest in attending down the road, mark off yes on the poll question there. I know we have a lot of really good speakers coming in to the meeting. I'm sure we'll have some company representation from some different carriers, and it's going to be a really good meeting. And we typically have around 40 to 50 individuals attend these meetings, and we always see a nice spike in production from them after they do attend one of the meetings, so they can take back some information, help them on closing sales, help them getting in front of more clients. Really some good information on both the life and the annuity side. I know we do see some nice single premium life coming in these days. A good opportunity for clients to have some additional protection against long-term care costs based on these single premium life plans. There's also, of course, key businessman insurance and different items on the life insurance side they'll be discussing at the meeting itself. Got some great software tools you'll be seeing, some great income comparison software, got some good retirement planning software. So really some good information will be covered at the meeting itself, and that's something you do have interest in. Of course, you can mark off yes on the poll here, and we'll be glad to get you invited for that next meeting. And we'll probably do one more near the end of the year, probably sometime in November. We'll do our last meeting of the year, but our next meeting will be in September of 2017. So do keep that in mind for yourselves. If you'd like to attend that, just mark off yes, and we'll do some follow-up. You have to be licensed in one of our companies to attend, and then we do prefer you have done business before you attend one of our meetings. So do keep that in mind based on that. I'm closing up this poll in about another 30 seconds, so if it's something you do have interest in attending, definitely mark off yes on that, and we'll be glad to get you set up on that next meeting coming up in September. I'm going to go ahead and close that poll right now. I'll go ahead and move forward here. If you do want to get licensed with any of our companies, including Fidelity and Guarantee, we do have paperless contracting available on our website. You're able to click on the paperless link. You can go ahead and fill out the forms online. You have to print off a signature page. Of course, we need a copy of your current insurance license and also a copy of your errors and omissions. And that way you can get licensed with any number of our carriers that you can take advantage of. On the carrier sheet, you just circle the companies you want to license with. We'll go ahead and send those through, and you will be good to go on that end. So do keep that in mind. We have our website, www.imsinc.com, and we see a lot of use on our website. You can download forms. You can look up different links. Maybe if you want to get an AM Best report on a specific carrier, you can do that. Maybe you want to pull down some tax information. We have a tax link on there. Maybe you want to look up our current interest rates on annuities. Maybe you want to do a term insurance quote. Everything is available on our website. So really, really easy to use and very straightforward. You just click on the areas you want to get into. Of course, you want to have your username and password in there, and you can go ahead and use most of the information on our website. So really a good place to go to pick up some details. We also have just started up our wealth management team here at IMS. We do have a really good group of individuals working in that department. I know Charles Hiring Jr. heads that up, and I know that we've seen a much higher interest on the wealth management side based on the DOL regulations. We have a number of individuals taking their Series 65 tests right now, getting those passed and being able to offer clients different options based on investments. And I know that's really a big new area that we've seen kind of progress here the last 6 months. If you would like to get some additional information on the wealth management side and you would like to have Charles give you a call on that end, we can go ahead and have your information forwarded over to Charles. He'd be glad to get you taken care of on that end. Of course, being a Series 65 agent, you're able to market different types of plans like mutual funds, different stocks. I mean, some different sides of the business you're not able to do on the insurance side. You're able to do that on the security side, so you're able to cover more of your clients' needs. So it's really a good thing to have, and an extra arrow in your quiver there, and be able to take advantage of your client as opposed to referring them to someone else and maybe losing that client down the road based on that referral. So if that's something you have some interest in, just check off yes. I'll leave this up for about another 30 seconds. And I know that we've seen good returns this year based on the market. I know the S&P index is up over 10% this year. So it's been a really good year for the market. I know that's, of course, trickling down to the indexed annuities. We see good returns on the indexed annuities here this last, renewals have been coming up this last few months. So it's really been a good run in the market the last number of years. And this wealth management side gives your clients a chance to be able to participate in those gains based on the wealth management end. I'm going to go ahead and close that up. We do have a retirement analyzer software program if you have interest in getting printouts for your clients based on their future needs. I know Marcus Solar in our office kind of heads up that retirement analyzer software program. So if you would like to talk to Marcus, he'd be glad to help you out on that. Gives your clients a good overview kind of where they stand today, where they're going to be 10 years from now, what savings, they want to have down the road, what they need to save now to get to those points. You can throw in different situations based on health programs. You can throw in some different items there and give you, the kind of funds you're going to need down the road to take care of those issues. But it's very colorful program and gives you some really good outputs based on the information you put into the system. So if that's something you have interest in, definitely talk to Marcus. He'd be glad to help you out on that. And we'll look forward to getting your clients the best information we can based on that. We've got a referral program still this year. We got our marketing reimbursement. If you refer agents to IMES, you get $50 when they get contracted. You receive a 20 basis point override based on their business. And then we also do marketing reimbursement. We reimburse $200 for every $100,000 of annuity premium. You submit to IMES, we do reimburse half the cost. So if you do a telemarketing campaign, it costs you $1,000. We'll reimburse you $500 towards that. If you do a mailing campaign where it's a $500 for maybe 1,000 pieces to be mailed out, we'll reimburse you $250 based on those costs. So it's a great way for you to build up a bank account for marketing, and we'll go ahead and send you checks out when you submit us your receipts, and it's a good way for you to get IMES involved with your marketing costs. So definitely keep that handy. Well, I'm going to be going ahead and changing presenters here over to Kyle. Kyle is the Senior Internal Wholesaler at Fidelity and Guarantee. I know Kyle's got some great experience in the annuity market space, and he's got some really good information I'll be passing along this morning on the Fidelity and Guarantee products and opportunities they have available through Fidelity and Guarantee. So on that note, Kyle, I'm going to go ahead and switch over the controls to you, and thanks for joining us this morning.
Perfect. Thank you. Matt, can you see my screen?
Yes, I can. You are on board.
It's got up there.
Yep.
Perfect. Good. Thank you for joining me here today. Thank you for having me. Really appreciate IMES continuing to be great partners and involving us with these webinars and allowing us to talk about our products. As Matt said, my name is Kyle Piper. I'm a Senior Internal Wholesaler with Fidelity and Guarantee. Today I am going to cover kind of one of our fastest growing products, Retirement Pro. And I'm also going to cover our newest uncapped strategy, the Trailblazer Sectors 5. So the Retirement Pro, the new retirement solution, going to talk about some benefits here and really show you one page of our illustration that is about all you need to really tell the whole story of this product. So we got high caps tied to a proven index, which is the S&P 500. We're all familiar with that. No fees and guaranteed growth on this. Product. So this is a no-fee product. No rider fees, no indexing fees, no spreads. We do have an impairment protection, so income they can't outlive. If something were to happen and they meet 2 of their 6 ADLs, we will double their payment for a single annuitant or 1.5 times their payment on a joint annuitant. And also wealth transfer. This does come with a built-in enhanced death benefit. So in the early years, if something were to happen, that death benefit grows at a faster value than the account value does. Top selling points of this: strong performance-driven income, unlimited roll-up on that, long-term accumulation potential, and lifetime value. So not only does this provide real strong benefits on the income-based side, but it also has the potential to leave a significant amount of money left over to the beneficiaries. And again, this has no fee with guaranteed income.
So that plan can roll up for any unlimited number of years there, Kyle?
That is correct.
Good. So if you got someone younger, say in their 40s, they can roll up for longer than 20 years.
They can set this, purchase this and really get it going. Just kind of set it aside, let the product do what it's supposed to do. Not going to have to worry about fee erosion.
Mm-hmm.
The markets over time do perform, but there's also going to have some guarantees built into that, so they can take advantage of the high cap. So kind of moving into this next slide, we see here, this is the one page I'm talking about on our illustration. We see the current caps. The current annual point-to-point on this is 14%. You'll see here the bonus just below the benefit base premium of $200,000, so 7% bonus in most states. White states it is less, obviously. But we can break this down, however you'd like. You see the current caps, you see the allocation right now. I have it all 100% to the annual point-to-point. If you look below the graph, you also see the additional benefits. It talks about the enhanced guaranteed minimum withdrawal benefit, shows the 0% rider charge, shows the enhanced death benefit, also a 0% rider charge. And that shows you some base figures based on when the annuitant would take withdrawals. If they weren't planning on taking that, clearly that would not show any dollar amounts there. But this really is everything you need to go back to with your client. This tells your story. It gives you all the numbers that are important to you and your client. So that is Retirement Pro in a nutshell. I would ask that you take some time. This is a little bit different product. You're probably wondering how we afford those high caps, because it does go to the benefit base in the early years and not credited to the account value. But the account value does have a minimum guaranteed interest rate applied to that on each year. So again, high caps proven to or tied to a proven index, no fees with guaranteed growth. We have income that a client cannot outlive if they really let that product sit and do its thing. And wealth transfer, we have enhanced death benefit and long-term lifetime value.
And the client will eventually start earning higher returns on their accumulation account once they get past a certain point, correct?
They do. We have a unique feature called Breakthrough, which is when the benefit base grows to 160% of the premium plus bonus. Typical time frame on that is 7 to 8 years. So not maybe the best product for someone looking to take income in 5 years or less, but if they got some time on their side, 8+ years, this product really does illustrate better than anything in the industry, because not only is that benefit base growing, but eventually it takes over onto the account value. And we've been seeing clients getting returns here over the last year, their contract anniversaries of over 20% when the indexes have been blended in certain ways. So using the monthly average or monthly point-to-point. So yeah, those are good client meetings to have when you can show definitely. That they got 20% returns.
Oh yeah, and lock that in. That's great.
Inside of inside of a fixed index annuity, so no market risk after that. We do have some good brochures around this product, so I would definitely have you reach out to myself or my external partner, Ryan, or just log into our agent portal sales link and you can order those or download all of those available to you. So that is Retirement Pro. Next, I want to discuss our newest strategy, the Trailblazer Sectors 5, sponsored by Barclays. We did vet multiple indexes from an array of investment banks. Took over a year to kind of look at some different things, and we did decide on the Trailblazer due to its simplicity and easy to understand story. We're not using futures or speculating on commodities. This is made up of U.S.-based wealth-creating assets. This is not an end-all, be-all index, but blends well with the trusted indexes that everybody's already using. The simple story. So what is that simple story? Really, it's three things. It's diversification based on modern portfolio theory. We didn't want to choose an index that shows highly inflated, unrealistic returns. So modern portfolio just basically boils down to not putting all your eggs in one basket, trying to get the highest possible return while also at the same time minimizing your overall risk. How do we do that? We do that through managing volatility, and that is what this strategy is all based on. Going back, not back testing it based on returns, but based on volatility. And that volatility does have a 5% target. And this has sustainable performance. It's not going to show 20% returns, on an annual basis. But what it is going to do is give you solid, consistent returns that you can rely on. So I'm going to show you, talk about diversification a little bit. This is directly from our agent brochure. There are 14 different investment options that the Barclays money managers can invest in. The 10 sectors of the S&P 500, three sectors of fixed income, and then they can also move to cash if they feel needed. I want to talk about the diversification a little bit. They do manage this on a daily basis, so they have the ability to rebalance it on a daily basis. It's not forced rebalancing at the end of the month or at the end of the quarter, but every day that the market is open, they do run their models to see what the best portfolio should be. And this is a three-step process of how they do that. You'll see here that they run their portfolios, run the different balances, throw out the ones that don't meet the volatility standards, and then put it into the best indexes or best sectors based on what the model does say. So I'm sure everybody's wondering, okay, how does this thing actually perform? Well, here is the hypothetical historical performance going back to the beginning of 2004, back 13 years. We have a 4.68% return. Just a couple down years. I want you to notice 2008, it was just down about 5% when we know the S&P 500 was down around 38%. Again, this is not an index that is trying to necessarily outdo the S&P 500, but one that can be more reliable, more consistent over the long term. And guess what? This strategy has no spread and no fee to elect it. So this is currently available on two products, our Performance Pro and our Accumulator Plus 10 and Accumulator Plus 7, all at 0% spread. We did introduce this with a small spread, but effective at the beginning of the month, we did remove that spread. Clients do get full 100% participation of the credits over the 2-year point-to-point. And stay tuned as we are looking to potentially increase the participation rate on this index. Really, that's all I have on that. I can definitely get more into the weeds if someone has questions and wants to contact myself directly. But I know this is just a short overview. So I did want to thank you guys for your time today. Here is our contact information, my VP of National Accounts, Ryan Snyder, and myself. And one last thing I did want to mention, we do have a MYGA special starting tomorrow, a 5-year MYGA at 3.1%. That is e-application only, so you will need to log into our sales link in order to access that and submit one of those applications. Not sure how long that'll go for. They usually go for, usually around 5 to 6 weeks, but just make sure you're staying tuned or contacting us to see how close we're getting to our threshold on that.
Appreciate that, Kyle.
And that's all I have. So thank you guys.
I just launched a quick poll for those that want to get additional information on Fidelity and Guarantee. Mark off yes on the question there. We'll go ahead and get you out a packet. We can get it emailed or mailed out to you, so there'll be a quickly get to you, at your needs. So if you do have interest in getting some additional information on the Retirement Pro, the Barclays, the program there, or the 5-year special that F&G's got going on starting tomorrow at 3.1% for 5 years, we do have those available for you based on your needs. So on the 5-year special, Kyle, is that still all EAP on that deal?
It is. Yep, it is all EAP. That really just helps us keep the flow of the applications, as we do see a lot of business in that. It just makes it more automated and makes the NIGO process much easier.
Right. And if an agent's having trouble getting through that process, I'm sure they can probably call into F&G and have someone there or someone in our office here help them out in getting those applications completed. Is that?
Yep, absolutely. We have a dedicated a wiki page for this that does have directions on how to go through it and has a PowerPoint tutorial and screenshots. So if you have some time, I definitely suggest accessing that and walking yourself through that.
Well, good. Yeah, watching a video where it shows someone doing it, that always makes it easier for you in the field to get that done yourself. I know I watch YouTube videos all the time to complete projects these days, so watching someone else do it always helps out.
Exactly.
Otherwise, Kyle, appreciate you joining us today. We're going to try to keep this to about a half an hour in length this morning. If you do have questions on anything we did cover today, you can give me a call. This is Matt. I'm up at Insurance Agency Marketing up in Omaha, and I'd be glad to help you out with anything you may have needs on a specific case. If you want to get information on a specific product that Fidelity and Guarantee offers. I know they've also got the Safe Income Plus plan. It's been a very competitive guaranteed payout program. So if you have some interest in that, we'll be glad to get that out to you. But otherwise, everyone have a great week. Enjoy your summer. And we'll look forward to helping you out with some Fidelity and Guarantee business. And otherwise, everyone have a great week. We'll talk to you soon.